Okay, good morning, everybody. Last class we started off with the printers. We studied dot matrix printer in the last class. Today we shall see how this inkjet printer, bubble jet printer, and laser printers work. Remember, these are our data representation elements, isn't it? In the mechatronic system, we started off with sensor transducer. We studied signal conditioning. Now the next phase is either actuation or it can be data representation. Now data representation can be in the form of displays, or data can be recorded by using printers and recorders. So in that flow, we had done uh, the printer part, the dot matrix printer in the last class. Today we shall see the inkjet printer. Now it is very much in use. You must have seen HP DeskJet printer, inkjet printer. You must have seen the cartridges of 3 different colors which can be used in this inkjet printer. And as you are aware, compared to dot matrix printer, the inkjet printer print quality is better than dot matrix printer. Now see, let us see how it works. So you have the ink cartridge, and beyond that you have the outlet for that ink cartridge. And this is an elastic tubing. Remember, this is elastic tubing. Uh, if it is pressed, the ink in the form of a drop will come out of this tubing. Okay, so beneath that you have that cartridge box or the ink box, and then you have a small nozzle through which the ink drops come out. Now, how it must be printing the alphabets or any diagram or any sketch. See, whatever data we have, whatever diagrams we have, all those are in digitized form. Okay, that data is in digital form. Now, if that digital form signal is appropriately converted and it is given to your piezoelectric crystal. So based on that, the number of dots for, let us say, for a letter P, you know what will be the motion of your head, and accordingly the head will be moving and the ink drops will be scattered in that fashion, the way the P should be printed, so to say. So the ink which is not directly poured onto the paper in the form of a jet, but what is done is it is poured or spilled on the paper in the form of small drops. Now these small drops can be coming out of this nozzle based on the amount of pressure you are applying on the tube. तुम्ही ड्रॉपर बघितला असेल, ड्रॉपर वरचा इफ यू प्रेस द ड्रॉपर बल्ब अकॉर्डिंगली तुम्ही नेझल ड्रॉप किंवा इयर ड्रॉप वापरत असताना एक ड्रॉपर मिळायचा पूर्वी, बरोबर आहे? किंवा शाईचे पेन असताना, शाई भरत असताना यूज टू मेक यूज ऑफ द ड्रॉपर्स. ड्रॉपरवर जेव्हा तुम्ही दाबता, सो दॅट एअर प्रेशर विल exert pressure on the fluid, and then in the form of drop that medicine used to come, isn't it? In similar way, piezoelectric crystal, as you know, it can exert pressure, the reverse operation. As we discussed in the last class also, the quartz, tourmaline crystals, when the pressure is applied, they can generate voltage. If the voltage is applied, they'll start vibrating, isn't it? They'll start exerting force or pressure. So these piezoelectric crystal are provided external voltage. Now this voltage will be based on the digital data, which is the printable data, so to say. So accordingly, the piezoelectric crystals will be vibrating. They'll be applying pressure, exerting pressure, they'll be releasing pressure, exerting pressure, releasing pressure. And as you can see, these vibrations can be to the tune of frequency of 100 kilohertz. Okay. So these piezoelectric crystals will start vibrating, and accordingly the pressure will be applied on the tubing and the ink drops will be coming out from the nozzle, and this ink will be supplied on the paper on which it is sticking, so to say, or you see the letter that is being impressed on the sheet of paper. Now the inkjet printer uses a conductive ink which is forced through a small nozzle small nozzle to produce a very small drop of ink of constant diameter at a constant frequency. With one form, a constant stream of ink passes along a tube and is pulsed to form fine drops by a piezoelectric crystal which vibrates at a frequency of about 100 kilohertz. And accordingly, these ink drops, the resolution also can be adjusted. These can give resolution of 200 dots per inch, 300 dots per inch, 400 dots per inch, or 600 dots per inch. That resolution can always be changed. So this is how the inkjet printer works. Let us move further, friends. A little variation in the inkjet printer is bubble jet printer. This is not much in use, but it also provides very good print quality, the bubble jet printer. So as you can see in the sketch, so there is one heater that is provided in the print head, right? And because of that heating, this ink will be heated and the ink bubble will be formed. And that ink bubble will come out of that nozzle, so to say, or the orifice, so to say. And it will be moving on to the paper, and it can create your print impression. So bubble, because the bubbles, the ink bubbles are formed, hence the name bubble jet printer. And these bubbles are formed because of heating of this plate. Okay. It uses a small heater in the print head with vaporized ink in a capillary tube. So producing gas bubbles which push out drops of ink. Which push out drops of ink. These bubbles push out of this orifice. In one printer version, each drop of ink is given a charge as a result of passing through a charging electrode, and the charge droplets or drops are deflected by passing between plates between which an electric field is maintained. In another version, a vertical stack of nozzles, a row of nozzles, a column of nozzles is used, and each jet is just switched on or off on demand. So accordingly, the ink will coming out of one of the nozzles, and accordingly you can have the letters being printed. Inkjet printers can give color prints by the use of 3 different color inkjet streams. The fineness of the drops the fineness of the drops is such that prints can be produced with more than 600 dpi dots per inch, 600 dots per inch, so that I can have very nice print quality. Unlike my dot matrix printers, I used to observe the dots on the letters. Here in the inkjet printers, you don't observe any dots as such, even though small droplets are only poured on the piece of paper, but those are so dense so that you get a very good print quality in case of inkjet and bubble jet printer. Moving further, we have a laser printer. Now these are much in use nowadays. You'll find laser printers in every walk of life. The reason being, low maintainability. The maintenance cost is very low. There is no clogging of head as such. In case of inkjet printers, your clogging of heads or clogging of nozzles. Further, in inkjet printers, the running cost is also very high because the cartridges are a bit costlier. The ink is costlier, and the rate, the number of pages each cartridge that can cater to is limited. So the cost per page in case of inkjet printers and bubble jet printers is comparatively higher as compared to my laser printer. Laser printer, as it uses the powder ink in the form of powders, which is comparatively cheaper. And the running cost is also less. So the number of pages I can get at the same cost is higher, or the cost per page of printing in case of laser printers is comparatively less. And because of low maintainability and good print quality, laser printers are in use. And you can get laser printers, color laser printers as well as black and white laser printers as well. Let us quickly see what is the principle of operation of these laser printers. If you open up the mechanism for this laser printer, please be attentive. The data or the sentence, suppose I want to type a sentence, I study at KGPIT. So whatever data I have prepared a file, and that file will be converted into the binary coded decimal or the binary signal, and that signal will be given to the print memory. Now, through the print memory, the data is appropriately converted to actuate the laser beam. Now, the laser beam will be put on and put off based on my letter requirement, so to say. And then you have that laser beam is focused on a rotating mirror. Rotating mirror will reflect that laser beam of light onto the drum. Let us be a bit attentive. Now, whatever data, say I'm studying at AGPIT is the sentence that is to be printed. Now, that will be reflected through the rotating mirror onto this drum. This drum is a rotating drum. Now, this is a charged drum. Please be attentive. Now, this charging wire will charge this surface of the drum, and this surface of the drum is selenium coated. Okay, selenium coated drum. Okay, so when I have the data or the letters I am studying at AGPIT, that data or those letters in the form of reflected light will be focused on this drum or will be incident on this drum. So what I have blank space and I have dark space. Let us think about a black and white frame, so to say. So wherever I have a letter, I'll be having a dark line, or the intensity of light of laser beam will be varying accordingly. I'll be have white background, I'll be having the letters I study at AGPIT. Now that beam will be made incident on this drum. Okay, on this drum, so I have that beam incident. Now, wherever I have the light that is falling on the selenium coated drum, so wherever letters are there, that area will be charged. That area on the drum, or the surface on the drum will be charged, and where the intensity is higher, that means there is no data, there is no letter. So I have a white background, means the entire light will be reflected on the surface of the drum. So then the light intensity is more, that area of this selenium coated drum is not charged, and wherever I have data, that area is charged to a higher extent on this selenium coated drum. So on the surface of this drum, I have a statement I study at AGPIT. Those lines or those letters will be in the form of charged area and uncharged area. So there will be the area on the drum which will be having I study at AGPIT in the form of variations in charge. Charged area in the form of letters and uncharged area or low charged area in the form of white background. Now that will be moving down now. Now when it moves down, the toner or the powder, so to say, the toner is my ink, powdered ink. The toner particles will stick to the charged area now. So whatever is the charged area, what is the charged area? I study at AGPIT is the charged area, and the remaining area is blank. So wherever I have charged area on the selenium coated drum, these toner or the ink particles will stick to that charged area. Okay, so that those toner particles will be sticking. I study at AGPIT, so that is now sticking on the drum. Now that area is moving. Let us understand the principle. That area is moving. Though this thing will happen continuously, line after line, or the line after line, or dot after dot, those will be coming. Okay, let us see that line is charged and uncharged area, and charged with toner ink on the charged area is moving down. So here also I have a corona wire which will charge the paper now. Now this ink that is sticking on the drum, selenium coated drum. Now where is the ink sticking? Wherever I have charged area. Where is my charged area? Wherever there are letters. Okay. Okay, so the charged area, that ink which is sticking will come in contact with the paper now. So I have a roller, right? And between the roller and the drum, I have a paper. Now this corona wire will once again charge this paper, right? So this paper is also continuously moving. So when it comes in contact with this drum and the pressure roller, okay, in between it is sandwiched between the pressure roller and the selenium coated drum. Now that ink that is there in the charged area of the drum will be transferred on the paper now. Okay, and it is rolled between, the paper is rolled between the drum and the pressure roller, and that ink on the drum is transferred on the paper, because this paper is also charged by means of my corona wire. So that ink is transferred now. Now once again I have one more fusing roller to fix the toner on paper. It further, this fusing rollers will fix the toner or the ink on the paper, and that's how I study at AGPIT. That statement is printed on the sheet of paper. Hope you have understood the working of laser printer. Let us quickly see. The laser printer has a photosensitive drum. The laser printer has a photosensitive, that is light sensitive drum, which is coated with a selenium based light sensitive material. In the dark, the selenium has a high resistance and consequently becomes charged as it passes close to the charging wire. A light beam is made to scan along the length of the drum. Light beam is made to scan along the length of the drum by a small rotating 8-sided mirror. When light strikes the selenium, its resistance drops and it can no longer remain charged. Okay. By controlling the brightness of the beam of light, points on the drum can be charged or discharged. So listen to this statement very carefully. By controlling the brightness of the beam of light, or this laser beam of light, points on the surface of the drum can be charged or discharged. So it all depends on what kind of, whether you have a sketch, drawing, or a statement, or dot, line, curve, whatever it is. So that area can be charged or discharged. As the drum passes the toner reservoir, the charged areas on the drum attract particles of toner, that is ink. The charged areas attract particles of toner or the ink. The paper is given a charge as it passes another charging wire, the so-called corona wire, so that as it passes close to the drum, it attracts the toner of the drum. So from the drum, the ink is attracted by the paper as the paper is charged. A hot fusing roller is then used. To melt the toner particles, so that after passing between the rollers, they firmly adhere to the paper. Adhesion, dissimilar materials are sticking with each other. Cohesion is similar particles attaching with each other. So they are adhered to the paper. Ink is a different material, paper is a different material. So force of adhesion, they firmly adhere to the paper. The general use laser printers are currently able to produce 1200 dots per inch. See the resolution level. So the print quality that I get through my laser printer is much better than my inkjet printer or my dot matrix printer. So these are the benefits of my laser printer. Let us stop for today, friends.